So hello everyone, today's video is the pros and cons of owning a male mouse. Now there is quite a lot of pros and cons to owning a male mouse, so I thought this would be a very good idea to do. So I'm going to start off with the pros. So the first pro of owning a male mouse is that they're a lot easier to tame than females. I get quite a lot of questions asking how to tame female mice and how to stop them nipping. And personally, I would say a male mouse is ideal for a first mouse owner because they're a lot easier and less harder to figure out. So yeah. The next one is they're really friendly and less skittish. They're always active. The next thing is that they can live alone, but it's not always guaranteed that they have to live alone. It's just depending on if you are willing to have a big massive cage and a lot of space for two male mice. They are a lot more active and they love spending time with their owners. And now for their cons. Now, the biggest con of having a male mouse is that they smell. You won't believe how smelly Oski is, and he does stink quite a lot. And another thing is when you're holding them, they like to mark you as their territory, so they are constantly weeing all over you. The next con is that you will need a big cage because they're just so active, and if they're anything like my Oski, they're always running about. So a big cage is ideal for a male mouse, especially if you have two. The next thing is, say if you brought two male mice home, you may have to put in consideration that once they reach the certain age, I think it's about 5 weeks old, they may have to get split up because of their hormones. They tend to fight quite a lot and that might come an issue, so you may have to separate them. The next big issue for me personally, and it might be for a lot of people, is neutering. So if you're in a situation like me, my local vets won't neuter male mice, and the only vet that I have that will do him is a private vet, and that will cost so much just to get him neutered. So if you have that issue, you might have to consider if you're willing to put up with his smell or not. If not, then a male mouse isn't for you, unfortunately. And the last thing is, you really need to think about this one as well. If you're a very busy person, like say if you have school or university or college or work or anything like that, if you're very busy, a male mouse won't be for you, because especially if they're on their own, it means that he will be constantly on his own. So you need to think of you are being his mousy friend, and you'll need to spend quite a lot of time with your male mouse so that you can still get that interaction. So if you are busy and you think you won't have any time for a male mouse, then I highly suggest not getting one, unless you can get him neutered. Then you can maybe bond him with another male, or you can bond him with some females. But you can't put a male and a female together without him being neutered, because they will breed. So that is another thing that you may want to think about. If you're very busy and you won't have any time for a male mouse, then I'd highly suggest not getting one unless you can get him neutered, and then try and bond him with another mouse. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. I hope it has kind of answered some of your questions. I've been getting quite a lot of questions about male mice lately, so I thought I would do pros and cons and try and ease it up a little bit. If there is any other male mouse videos that you want me to cover, then leave some suggestions below and I will do them. And yeah, I shall speak to you in my next video. Bye everyone.